Until recently, African or recipient voices were not often heard in the decision-making platforms in donor countries. And the fact that it is changing now, it's a good thing. But I don't think it's going to change much, because even if we Africans take part in discussions of policy that affect us, at the end of the day, what really makes policy effective are the resources, and we still do not have the resources, and the resources are controlled by donors.
Every aid has its conditions attached. There is less flexibility in most of the conditions. In humanitarian architecture, situations can change at any time, and that calls for flexibility. Let me talk about the experience we have had during COVID. When COVID came, most of the donors were not flexible enough to reallocate the funding for COVID response. The aspect of the person affected should be at the center. Where the donor is not able to be flexible, they will not be addressing the issues of the community, but fulfilling their ego, fulfilling their desires, and fulfilling their own needs. And that, for me, is one of the ways I would qualify aid as a way of colonialism.
People focus on colonization. I focus on some of the things that presented, which is this imperialism, where you feel that your way of doing things, your culture, your political systems, your priorities are more important than those of the local actors. We started building the capacities of local organizations that I got involved then. It's been several decades later, and we are still struggling with local organizations' abilities to meet the requirements of some of those regulations. And that's a problem right there. It either means that they keep on shifting the goalposts, or somebody's refusing to trust. There is capacity on the continent. So are you shifting the goalposts, or are you refusing to recognize the capacity that has been built?
When I talk about trust, there is the attitude that international actors have that the African government and civil society are corrupt.
You would think that corruption only exists in Africa. We are so tired of hearing from the donor communities that local actors are risky, right? We are not sure if we can trust them with this amount of money. We are not sure if we can trust them to do the right thing for their communities. So there's a lot of things that we need to challenge around, even just how we define these basic ideas that contribute towards, the development partnership.
At the end of the day, we should also look at the structures that make it even possible for someone to be invited to participate in a decision that affects them, instead of the person themselves taking that initiative. And that is what, because someone else controls the resources, that makes a difference in their lives. So integration of voices is important, but we should go much further than that.